On the news headlines, outrage trails Charley Boy's comment on Soyinka's mental health. Tinubu to send 2024 supplementary budget to NASS. Nigerian pilgrims distance themselves from underfeeding reports. Police to enforce Governor Yusuf's order banning protests in Kano. Good day. This is Leadership TV News. I am Nefisat Abdurrahman. Renowned singer and social activist Charles Oputa, popularly known as Charley Boy, has sparked controversy with his recent remarks questioning the mental well-being of Nobel laureate Professor Wole Soyinka. Charley Boy took to his X and Instagram account on Monday to caution Nigerians about Soyinka's statement and actions, suggesting that the aging scholar might be experiencing brain deterioration. In his post, Charley Boy expressed concerns about the influence of Soyinka's age on his recent rhetoric and behavior, hinting at possible deteriorating brain health. He highlighted the need for vigilance among Nigerians to prevent opportunistic politicians from exploiting Soyinka's medical conditions for political gain. Professor Wole Soyinka is aged over 80 years, even tending towards 90 years. For his age, some level of brain deterioration is not unexpected. His rhetoric and actions in recent times are suggestive to deteriorating brain diseases, and as such, he shouldn't be taken too seriously, Charley Boy wrote. The veteran activist also underscored the failure of Soyinka's family and close associates to shield him from political manipulation, calling on concerned citizens to remain vigilant. However, Charley Boy's remarks have drawn sharp criticism from netizens who found his comments insulting and unwarranted. On Instagram, users voiced their discontent. A social media user, #Polarowaju, questioned Charley Boy's own contribution to the nation's development. As a lost man that you are, I think you can do better than this. As a man-woman, what have you personally contributed to the betterment of the nation? I guess nothing. I didn't think you have affected this nation in any positive way. Another user, Vickers, hinted at the possibility of Charley Boy facing similar criticism in the future, stating, I hope when you get to that age, you actually handle this kind of message because it's definitely coming back. Responding to the backlash, Quake Ninja, tweeting anonymously as Kweku Elenijoba Johnson, urged critics to address Charley Boy's claims before resorting to insults. Address the man's claims first before you run abuse on him, the tweet read. Meanwhile, some followers called for a more diplomatic approach to handling sensitive issues, emphasizing the importance of constructive dialogue over social media attacks. I think you could have made your point without insults. People look up to you. I believe we can de-escalate a volatile situation if we really want to keep our eyes on the ball, one follower remarked. President Bola Tinubu has said that he will soon send the 2024 supplementary appropriation bill to the National Assembly for consideration and passage. Tinubu disclosed this while addressing a joint session of the National Assembly in the House of Representative Chambers on Wednesday to mark Nigeria's 25th anniversary of unbroken democratic rule. Accompanied by Vice President Kashim Shettima, Secretary to the Government of the Federation Senator George Akuma, the National Chairman of the All Progressives Congress APC, Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, among others, the President said Nigerians must build a nation for generations unborn. Our friends, old and new, to every Nigerian, I say congratulations for 25 years of unbroken democracy. Out of respect, I come to say thank you very much for bringing us to this stage, for building this institution, for building this country. You are first and foremost leaders that speak for our people, and you have been in the forefront of this institution. The hallowed chambers represent our consciousness for freedom and sense of belonging. You see, this is our diversity representing all parts and how we blend together to be brothers and sisters. Without this house, probably I may not find the path to the presidency. I started off from here, and that is why I am giving my respect this morning to you. So please continue to collaborate, work together, build our country. We have no other choices. It's our nation. No one, no age, no other institution or personality will help us except we do it ourselves. No amount of aid that may be coming from foreign countries or any other nation, they take care of themselves first. So let us work together to build our nation, not only for us, but for generations yet unborn. I will soon bring the 2024 appropriation bill. That is just for your information. But we must nourish this democracy, build this nation so that the future of our great grandchildren will be sure of prosperity, development, and progress, Tinubu said. In his welcome address, the President of the Senate and Chairman of the National Assembly, Godswill Akpabio, announced that President Tinubu has officially signed the National Anthem Bill 2024 into law, thereby reverting to Nigeria's old national anthem, Nigeria, We Hail Thee. Akpabio noted that the president only stopped over to greet the lawmakers since he came to commission the National Assembly Library building. Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Abbas Tajuddin, said the president's visit to the joint session of the National Assembly was to flag off the recitation of the new national anthem after giving assent to the bill. The president has said that whatever speech we have to give should be shifted to June 12th, which is Democracy Day. So to this effect, the president will flag off the recitation of the new national anthem after giving assent to it, and will then after proceed to other important arrangements, he said. President Tinubu and his entourage joined members of the National Assembly in singing the new national anthem, Nigeria, We Hail Thee, before the adjournment of the session. Thereafter, the president proceeded to inaugurate the National Assembly Library complex named after him, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu building. On the other news, Nigerian intending pilgrims in Saudi Arabia have distanced themselves from a social media report on the kind of breakfast purportedly served to FCT pilgrims. The rebuttal comes on the heels of viral social media posts on the kind of breakfast being served FCT pilgrims in Saudi Arabia after paying 8 million naira as 2024 Hajj fare. However, checks on Tuesday, May 28, 2024 at the FCT camp revealed that the report about underfeeding of the pilgrims was untrue. The pilgrims expressed doubts concerning the veracity of the story, insisting that the social media post was not from any pilgrim in the Holy Land. That person must have eaten more than half of that breakfast before he took the photo of the remnant and mischievously sent it to his friend who posted it on Facebook. An intending pilgrim, Aliu Musa, said. Another intending pilgrim, Sani Ismail, said, that wasn't the quantity of food shared to us for breakfast. If anybody should complain, it should be us and not someone in Nigeria. Look, nothing of such happened. They are just looking for trouble. The food we are served every day is good, and the ration more than enough per pilgrim. Most at times we have to discard the leftovers because there is nobody in Saudi Arabia to give it to. So how can somebody snap his leftover and send the photos to share as full breakfast ration? Mariam Umar, a female intending pilgrim, observed. Meanwhile, the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NAHCON, has also refuted the viral social media post, calling on the public to ignore it. A statement on Tuesday, NAHCON described it as not only false but also mischievous. A statement on Tuesday night in Saudi Arabia signed by Fatima Sanda Usara, Assistant Director, Public Relations, NAHCON, observed that after addressing the social media post from its roots, noted that ethical journalism would not permit a sensible practitioner to lift a story solely from Facebook source. The statement read in full, our attention has been drawn to a fake news on the Facebook page of one Babagana Digima, purportedly on the kind of breakfast being served to Nigerian pilgrims after paying 8 million naira as Hajj fare. After addressing the shared story from its roots, We believe ethical journalism would not permit a sensible practitioner to lift a story solely from a Facebook source. What is more unfortunate is that the Facebook reporter is here in Nigeria, not in Saudi Arabia. Upon citing the story early this morning, Nakon immediately drew the attention of the originator of the story privately and publicly to the inaccuracy of his claims to allow him to correct the wrong impression, assuming he posted it innocently. Unfortunately, he did not. Still, several testimonies were posted on his page by pilgrims on ground in Mecca, disclaiming the allegations with pictorial evidences, while Nakon staff on the platform also provided a clear description of the actual meal that was served, proving that the picture was doctored and that it was fake news conclusively. Unfortunately, Sahara reporters ignored the responses and the free facts supplied on the page in preference for the sensational side. The medium simply amplified a lie it picked on Facebook with the doctored picture of today's breakfast served to pilgrims of FCT in their hotel in Mecca, Nama Al Asriya Hotel, and spread it as news. The National Hajj Commission of Nigeria urges the public to ignore the fake news being circulated pertaining the FCT pilgrims breakfast. The story is not only false but also appears to be malicious. On issues relating to issuance of basic travel allowance (BTA) to pilgrims, Nakon assuring that each pilgrim will eventually receive their due amount. As at 24th April 2024, when Nakon paid BTA a differential for the pilgrims, the dollar exchange rate was 1,252 to a dollar by 626,000 naira was paid to be exchanged at value of $500. This is the figure that the Hajj stakeholders has agreed upon and which Nakon declared and still stands by. However, information reaching the Commission currently indicates that the banks are issuing BTA at the current market rate of Naira to the dollar, causing a shortfall to the original value, whereas pilgrims are supposed to be paid at the exchange rate obtainable on 24th April. The Commission assures pilgrims to remain calm as it would not allow their interest to be jeopardized in any way. The Commission has already taken up the matter and hopes to be resolved soon. Still on the news, the Kano State Police Command said it will comply with the order of the state government to stop public protest in the state, assuring that violators will be arrested and prosecuted. This is contained in a statement by the force on Wednesday by the state's police public relations officer SP Abdullahi Iyawa. The police command in Kano State will ensure the state government's order that ban all forms of protest is being implemented with all sense of vigor, as any person found will be arrested and prosecuted accordingly. Already, armed personnel have since been deployed to identified flashpoints in and outside the metropolis and are poised to deal with any form of violation and other unforeseen circumstances. In the same vein, the police command have placed its fully kitted, equipped and motivated personnel on red alert to ruthlessly deal with the situation, as any form of security threats in the state would not be tolerated, he stated. He further explained that the State Commissioner of Police, CP Hussein Gumel, has appealed to the public to remain calm and law-abiding, obey the Kano State government order, maintain calmness and avoid any other form of unlawful activities that may trigger violence. He stressed that joint security forces have been dispatched to strategic locations to safeguard the peace and order throughout the state. Furthermore, the police command is hereby reminding members of the public that the position of the law remains very clear, as whoever attempts to disrupt the peace in the state will be arrested and made to face full wrath of the law, he said. And that's it on Leadership TV News. For more of our news stories, you can log on to our website on www.leadership.ng. Many thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 08036886158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.